Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and we've got a reading for you today that involves a little bit of hopefully ego death, but we have an acknowledgement that it was pride or ego that blocked a romantic connection. Somebody is now feeling lost and not really sure if they're going to have another opportunity with you. I do feel like this is also somebody who looks for you everywhere or feels like there are reminders of you everywhere. So that's kind of compounding the issue, making it difficult for this person to forget you, right? Hello there, Key Controller. How's it going? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I'm getting pretty good at just hitting the one of them, you know? Right? Hello, Peggy. Hello, Jane Doe. Hello, Dr. Emery. Happy Friday. We're here for round 4. Fight. All right. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to send me an email. My email address is in the description box below. We're going to start off with the situations deck, because it is a favorite of mine, and because we're going to get the details. I mean, we already know there's pride, you know, that is a problem in terms of, you know, maybe making it difficult for this person to be honest about what they want or who they love. What else do we have? Signs, synchronicities in the reverse, hamster wheel, surviving daily hustle. So we could have had some financial issues, providing a little bit of a distraction. You know I have to work on some things, or I know I need to fix something, or I know I need to talk to this person, but I'm too busy trying to make sure I can pay my bills. I can think about that later. This could also be somebody who maybe less having financial issues. Maybe they were just very focused on my worth as a person is determined by how much money I have or what I own. So that could have been their priority. But there is something here that they see on paper or something they know to be true that is telling them they do not have much time. If they want to talk to this person they feel separated from, they must do so quickly. Post haste. Fifth arrival. How's it going, dude? Yes, I agree. It has, Peggy. Hello, Aqua Beauty. What's going on? Exactly. So we have an offer on the table. Oh. Okay, so there's competition here, but we have gossip in the reverse. It's like somebody's getting a heads up. Things are getting serious with another person. Maybe there's a dream, maybe there's a third party, mutual friend, but there is some way that information reaches this person with a little bit of pride. The ego, they're finding out that there's somebody else who might be about to ask out their love interest or who is setting their sights on that person, right? I have not, Jane Doe, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to eventually have to try that. If it's Dr. Pepper, I generally like it. All right. Let's go with the pause tarot. Let's see what else we've got for you. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's nice to let go of some of those things. All right, what else do we have? Justice in the reverse. Don't you love that Justice is just chilling in their robe? It's the wrong kind of robe, but it's adorable. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and Sun in the reverse. This is another chance. But it's like you have to make the three-pointer in the last 2 seconds. So this person has been too proud to admit that they miss you or that they really need to apologize. This person has maybe struggled to find the right words or struggled to find the right time. They've been ignoring their intuition, which has been kind of like incessantly poking at them saying, hey, I think you're supposed to do something about this. And it feels to me like they knew they were ignoring something. They were ignoring this intuitive message. Maybe it happened in their dreams. Maybe it was just a knowing. But now there's something changing. There's something that's been hidden from them. But I feel by some chance they're able to get a little preview or a little warning that there's somebody else that is willing to pursue a long-term relationship with the person that they want. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, Lovers in the reverse. But if somebody wants a long-term relationship with the person that I love, and they do right by the person that I love, then it doesn't matter if I do figure out what I want or how to live my life or I get where I want to be. It doesn't matter. Then I just lose what I want. This is kind of a reality check. If you were able to convince yourself for a little bit that something wasn't important or someone wasn't important, it doesn't matter that they didn't choose me or it's okay that we're not talking because, you know, there's always next year. This person's finding out there isn't always next year. And that they were just basically talking themselves into delaying things because they were nervous. But something they thought they could count on is ending up not the case. So we have the Star, the King of Pentacles, and Strength. I mean, I made that face, but this is good energy. I feel like I made that face because whoever's got the ego, they're looking at their competition like, really? Who found the like Adonis over here? Who found like the best, you know, human since sliced bread? This is like, oh, cool. So now not only is it difficult to say what I have to say, but now my competition is like perfect. Because this is somebody who is coming through as calm, kind of soothing voice or energy. This is somebody that you feel comfortable around. This is probably a person that is comfortable in terms of I found what is my calling for life, or I know what work is best suited to my skills. They like to have things that make them feel comfortable or secure, but they're not overly materialistic. This is somebody who has a lot of integrity. So this individual who's got a lot of ego is looking at their competition like, oh, crap. Well, Gally, what am I going to do about this one here? I don't know. It's a little scary. Next life, if it's a twin flame journey. For some of you, that is how it goes. If they waited too long, they waited too long. But we've got TikTok, time running out. Page of Cups in the reverse. 5 of Cups. Knight of Swords in the reverse. I think we're going to see a, how do I say this? I think we're going to see our ego individual make a last minute like pledge or confession. I can't just like ignore that this is something that I want. I will be mad at myself if I don't say something. So I'm gonna just say something, right? I think this person is overly emotional and fearful, and they decide to finally say something because they realize that things could be like over. And they feel like this is just like, how am I supposed to compete with this person? So we have the Two of Rings or Two of Pentacles, Sun in the reverse, Four of Cups in the reverse. It's like the person with the ego. I've got to get a name for you. What are we going to call you? Just feel like calling you the ego person is not very nice. This is somebody who is still, I think, torn between two people. As great as this King of Pentacles is, there is still some division here of their love interests, heart, or affections. I think we have a little bit of a delicate situation here. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords in the reverse. Three of Rings. Oh, three's a crowd. Three is a crowd. I think there's going to be a conversation, a confession, and even though there is a clear rival, somebody who has already thrown their hat in the ring, this person who had an ego problem, I say that with a little bit of optimism, is realizing it's not official, so it's not too late yet. I'm just going to tell you, I want you. So this is like heavy pursuit after not talking for a while because, oh crap, there's somebody else making a play for you. And I'm not going to let that happen. I mean, it's kind of like waiting to toss in the like macaroni noodles until the water is like foaming over the top of the pot. Like you could have just been watching to see when it boiled. This is like the last minute, the last possible minute. We have Knight of Rings, which is the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Wands in the reverse. There's a request from the King of Pentacles, who is the new boo, for our person stuck in the middle to not talk to this person from the past. And I don't think that really works well. Nope. We have the Moon. Six of Cups. Ten of Wands. Now, this is, a general reading, okay? There's going to be a lot of different ways this plays out, but if you are already in a relationship or you are already committed to somebody and a person from your past returns and they want to like take you on a date or something, I would understand why this King of Pentacles would be like, what are you doing? Like, we're talking about getting married and you're over here like, well, I just kind of want to see if I still have feelings from this person or for this person from my past. Is that okay? And I don't think that's for a lot of you. I think there are a lot of people who are about to have that feeling, that sensation of falling in love. And things might get serious from an emotional standpoint, maybe not like a paperwork or legal standpoint, but this is somebody who's pushing that limit, right? And this King of Pentacles may or may not be a little bit territorial or frustrated, but we do have the threatened in the reverse card, which to me kind of says maybe our King of Pentacles doesn't feel like they need to worry about whoever this is from the past. And I might be wrong about that. I don't know if I really agree with them. I do feel like this person from the past is pretty determined to do something. It's like, I don't care if I make a splash. I don't care if people look at me funny. I'm going to say what I got to say. Yeah, I think you speak for a lot of people, Jess. Ew. All right, so we've got Hierophant, Six of Swords, Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Chariot. I think this reading is for somebody who could literally be getting serious offers from two different people at the same time, like within a couple of days or within a couple of hours of each other. I'm serious about you. I don't care if other people are as well. Here's the kind of life I want to have with you. Here's what I know, or here's, how I feel. And somebody else that's like, oh, well, that's cool, but I also want to marry you, or I also want to take you on a trip. It's kind of like I'm determined to outdo you. I'm determined to be better than you. For some of you, the person who has the decision could get kind of irritated by the two people trying to get their offer accepted. So we have the Sun. It's nice to see it in the upright and the Eight of Cups. I think there's a moment where our individual who's being pursued by two different people is going to walk away from everybody and say, I just need some time to think about it. But I also think there's a time where this person does walk away or does find some time alone with the person from the past. I need to hear your side of the story. I need to know what's going on. Maybe it's just closure. Very like The Notebook, right? Hey, Carrie, how are you doing? Good luck with the laundry. Happy Friday, Carrie. What else do we have? Death. Ten of Swords in the reverse. There's a lot of determination here. It's like this person saying, I might have completely just ruined my chances at the first, encounter here that we had. I might have been really immature. I might have really irritated you or said something that made you lose all interest in me. But I'll tell you what, my meeting you is what helped me realize that there was something I needed to change. I do feel like this person felt inspired by the person they're interested in. So we have this determination to be worthy. We have, I think, two worthy people, right? It's whether or not, I don't know, anyone could win, right? Maybe both don't get what they want. But I do feel like there's a very strong connection with this past person. And it makes this King of Pentacles a little uncomfortable. At the beginning, I don't think they were uncomfortable. I think they were just kind of like, okay, whatever. Now they're worried that they're going to not get into a serious relationship. They're afraid that this person from the past is going to win over the heart of their love interest. So now we have Six of Cups, Knight of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Wands. It's like, okay, I found my boxing gloves. I didn't take you serious at first. I didn't think you were an actual risk. I didn't think you were an actual problem. But now I see that maybe you could actually steal this person from me. So now I'm going to fight. I'm not going to be nice and accommodating anymore. So we might have a little bit of a brawl. Just be careful, okay? Hi, Matt. Happy Friday. Well, I mean, I think I saw you earlier, but hello again. Hello, Drew. How we doing? All right. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else do we need to know about this love triangle? Remember not to get too hung up on the genders. All three of these players, they could be anything, right? But we've got two people competing for the heart of one. Number 30, prudence, self-assurance, honesty, integrity, perceptiveness, and clear-mindedness. This is an important attribute to the person who is, in the middle of this love triangle. They're very concerned with integrity or people that are authentic in terms of like that's a priority, right? We've got rebirth, nonconformity, new approaches, and unconventionality. There's something really different about this person from the past that really connects for the decision maker here, okay? I know there's this King of Pentacles who's offered me something really solid. They're great. I love spending time with them, but it isn't quite the same as the connection I have with this person from my past. This person from my past understands me in a way that nobody else does. So there's this hope that is kind of reignited because you see that they've changed. They have done something to improve themselves or improve their life in an effort to show how serious they are. And I think it's effective. Spectrals, number 35, discernment, critical thinking, investigation, and insight. So leveraging that discernment, we've got somebody realizing, okay, the person from my past has actually transformed or become a better person. They've gone through some sort of healing here. I've got to give them credit. They're fighting for this, but it's not just words. They realized that their pride and ego were a problem, and then they dealt with that. So we have number 41, nest, charity, generosity, sharing, and support. But I also see a lot of really good qualities in this other person, the new boo, right? So what do I do? All right, this is the Golden Lenormand. I agree, Peggy. It's who shows up in the 3D. We've got the Fox, number 14. And number 22, the Paths. I'm going to find out exactly what I need to know about both of these people. I'm not going to make a decision in terms of who I love or who I want to be with until I feel like I know who I'm dealing with. So we got somebody taking out their magnifying glass. Like, let's figure this out. I'm gonna know who it is that's actually a good person because I'm going to do my research. I'm not going to just believe everything you tell me, you know? Let them fight in the octagon. The ideas. That seems pretty fair, Dr. Emery. I'll allow it. This is the Gypsy Oracle. Oh my, we've got the Thief card. Somebody's like, oh, you think you can take my love interest, do you? Mm-mm. And initially they may be kind of friendly or even cordial, and then things get serious. This is like, oh no, we can be polite and, you know, have tea and crumpets together. But then when I realize you're serious and you might actually have a chance at taking my love interest from me, then all of a sudden it's no longer, oh, everything's fine. It's, okay, you want to fight? I'll fight. So, you know, don't wear high heels unless you're really good at running in high heels, or, you know, maybe like wear some nice boots, some shoes you could run in. We've got money. There's going to be an attempt to show off. I don't know that that's going to work for everyone here. It's a general reading. And to each their own, okay? I'm sure everyone likes gifts to some extent. But if you're anything like me, it gets to a certain point where you're like, oh, so you think you can buy people? Mm-hmm. Not to me, my friend. It does not impress me. Consolation. Fortune. I think we have our love rivals doing the most. Like, what can I do to convince this person I'm the right one to choose? And with the faux card, I do feel like we could have a little bit of he said, she said, or trying to vilify people, trying to make others look bad. Things might get a little questionable, okay? Getting personal, you know? All right, this is the Crow Tarot. What else do we have about this fight, this argument? King of Cups in the reverse. It's an emotional display. It's like something that someone gets a little bit uncomfortable, like they feel like they lost it a little bit. Star in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. So much like we had my pride and ego got the best of me at the very beginning regarding the person from the past, I feel like there is a chance this person from the past may do that again. Or I think probably for the majority of you, this King of Pentacles, who has been cool, calm, collected, chill, no problems, they might expose themselves as not very calm, because this person from the past makes them realize they maybe could actually lose who it is that they thought they were going to be romancing or proposing to or whatever. I think we have some insecurity that grows over time. Initially, this King of Pentacles is like, you can't touch me, I'm an Adonis. And then the person from the past does end up making some progress with the love interest they have in common. And we have a negative reaction, somebody who shows a different side, shows maybe a little bit of immaturity. We have the Hermit, Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. This is almost poetic. So this person from the past, I'm tempted to call them the Hermit in the reverse. I don't know, man. So the King of Pentacles is our new person. Hermit in the reverse is the person from the past, okay? We have these two fighting over the same love interest. And the one who has worked over the last several months or maybe even years to address this ego or pride issue. Hey, they might have been in denial for a little bit first and then got around to working on it, but they've been working on it. It's as if their return, their pursuit of this love interest is what finally exposes the pride and ego problem that the King of Pentacles has, the new person. I've been doing great convincing you that I am such a perfect partner. But then once there's a little bit of competition, you realize that I actually have some of the same problems this old person, the person from your past, has been working on. So it kind of levels the playing field or makes it a little bit questionable for this King of Pentacles, right? Now, what do you have to offer? So this second chance for the past person ends up becoming a little more interesting, and the decision might be a little more difficult to make than initially suspected. So we have Lovers in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Swords. It's going to be a little bit troublesome. It's going to be a little bit emotional. And I do feel like there is some regret on the part of maybe more than one person. But I do think there is a maybe higher chance of success for this person from the past because they are working diligently to show I have worked on this ego problem, or I have worked to show that I can hold myself accountable, or I can put myself out there for you, you know? Hello, Johnny. How are you doing? Hello, Darnell. Hello, Flora. How are you doing? McFly, huh? I like it. So now we've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. A question of somebody's ability to be in a relationship. And with the Chariot in the reverse, I do feel like we have a little bit of, I don't know if I'm attracted to you anymore. Now that this competitive environment has brought out your true colors, I'm seeing that you maybe aren't the pillar of maturity that you were presenting. That maybe you were trying to, you know, hide whatever insecurities you have or whatever difficulties regarding ego or pride. Now the situation has made it clear that I can't really consider you. I can't really see myself in a relationship with you because you did take it to that immature level, or you did, you know, lose sight of what was important. So Emperor in the reverse, Nine of Swords in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. I think this person from the past coming back, actually being able to show I've worked on myself, I have changed, I have healed from the things that made me really kind of difficult to deal with, right? I realized that my ego and my pride were an issue. So I dealt with that. And now I just want to be near you. That person was willing to do it the right way, even if things got a little bit difficult. And because they were willing to work on those, you know, rougher points of their character, this new boo, our King of Pentacles, might be getting the boot. Sorry, I think I'm going to hang out with this other person. Let's all challenge ourselves to be honest about these things. We don't need to be getting involved in anything sneaky linkish, right? So we have the King of Wands and Death in the reverse. This person feels like I made it, man. I waited to the very last second, but I showed that I could have the right amount of ego, not too much, right? Because I can say what I did wrong, but I can also say I still think that I am the right person for you. So they found that balance between a little bit of humility and a little bit of ego to pursue who it is that they want, but also show I've you know, worked on some things, you know. How's it going, Frederick? And there you go. That is, of course, one of the options. You don't have to choose. You got two people. You can choose no one. That's the third option, right? This is the Gilded Reverie. We have number 13, which is the child. And the child is in the reverse, which to me says kind of rejecting the new person. I don't know if I really want to build that kind of connection with somebody. I've already got this really strong connection with a person from the past who's shown that they're willing to work on themselves. So I think it initially seems impossible for this person to choose the King of Wands, the person from the past. But the way things play out, it's like kind of a movie. We have number 19, which is the Tower, and number 42, which is the Compass. So there's a change in direction. I know who I want to build with. I know who could potentially make me happy, but also is willing to put in the work. This is chemistry, people. This is, yeah, I could like you and think you're attractive and think you're a well-rounded person. You do things that you should, but is there chemistry? Is there that magnetism? And I think that our main character here, whoever's making the decision, has realized you can't really replace that, especially if somebody is willing to work on what they need to. So we have the magnifying glass, number 44, and number 30, the lily. I think we have someone very happy. I did the work. I came through. I told somebody how I feel, and gosh darn it, I won. This person chose me. And it was because I was willing to look at myself or hold myself accountable or let go of this ego that really wasn't serving me that well anyways. So I think there's a sense of accomplishment here, but also a sense of happiness. Let's see. No, I think I want this one. This is the Hidden Truth Oracle. We'll see if we got some. I don't know. I suspect it'll be mostly positive. But what do we get from this King of Wands from the past? I lost myself for a little while. I'm so lost without you. But they found themselves again. You might have helped them to rediscover that path or that light within them. I wonder if you are happy without me. So they spent a lot of time worrying about who you were potentially spending your time with, whether or not you'd moved on. And when somebody started to mention that there might have been another love interest, that's when they realized, I don't want to wonder anymore. I need to know, are you happy without me? Because if you're not, then maybe we should have a chat. You know, this is like, okay, so if I do the healing that I'm supposed to do, what happens after that, right? I left when I saw you with someone. They figured out that you were interested in somebody else and decided, or they're going to, okay, I guess it's now or never. Because they realized there was somebody who was maybe as interested in you as they are. It was my fault, but I blamed you. This is that ego death we're talking about. If you are too focused on the ego or your pride, you're not going to be very comfortable telling people it was your fault. But this is somebody that is willing to admit that because they have healed. Does that mean you have to take them back? No. I wish I could share my good news with you. This is likely, for many of you, a change in job, a change in where they live, a change in overall mood. For some of you, this person could have worked on their diet or nutrition, maybe even let go of drinking or smoking, something along those lines. But they have improved their life. This is the voyage of the soul. Indulge, laughter, pleasure, bliss, vacation, escape, rebel. I'm telling you, there is something, it's like they have a joke and nobody else gets it. Nobody else is in on the joke. So like I said, the connection is a little bit difficult to match. They have the same sense of humor, whoever these two are. And we have justice, decisions, fairness, review, laws, consequences. I'm going to make a decision based on what would make me happy, but I'm also going to be leveraging my discernment to ensure that I'm not, just ignoring a red flag. Seasons, cycles, elements, spring, summer, fall, and winter. And fate. This person feels the King of Wands from the past. I've gone through what I needed to in order to address some of these ego or pride related issues. And now apparently is the time that I'm supposed to be coming back around to talk to you. They feel like your connection is fated. That's why they have been willing to do more for this connection than they have for any other, or why they can't forget you, why you can't forget them. I do feel like there could be somebody here who likes to visit you in your dreams, or you them. And we've got the astral travel card. So we could have somebody that maybe even doesn't even realize they do that, but we have the dimensions card and the celebrate card. So portals, astral travel, otherworldly, unseen, metaphysical, and then accomplishment, reunion, invitation, event, and festival. This person who has gone through an ego death may also have something to tell you in terms of their spiritual gifts. They may have a much stronger intuition now. They may have realized something they didn't really believe in before. This is very spiritual. Kind of like even if things don't go the way you want in the love situation, we have an upgrade or a leveling up with regards to somebody's spiritual gifts, because, they did it the right way. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all, there you go. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I will see you on the next reading. Have a great rest of your day. Don't be annoyed. I love you. Doodles.